Hi guys, welcome to another episode of UK Here We Grow. As you can see on my left we have Brian, our co-presenter, and on our right we've got Jim. Some of you may know him from the Facebook groups as the admin on Facebook. So today this episode's going to be all about YouTube subscribers.
Indeed. We're doing very well on the YouTube front. We're getting people from all over the world commenting, liking.
Yeah.
It's been quite amazing, really, to be fair, how it's grown over the last few months.
It's grown massively, hasn't it?
Over the last 6 months.
Just about to hit $5,000, isn't it? 5,000.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big thanks goes out to you guys for that. 5,000 subscribers is a massive milestone as far as YouTube goes. It was only the 20th of December that we were celebrating 4,000.
I know.
So we're like just under 3 months. So it's superb that it's grown so fast, and everybody's been working hard on the Facebook groups. There's been all sorts of answers, questions asked there, and
it's community spirit.
Yeah, it's great.
It's brilliant. Everyone really does help everyone out, and I think that you couldn't really want for any more than that. Just everyone helping out, word of mouth as well. I mean, people that we're getting in, we get a lot of comments come via all different channels to us, and what we're finding is that there's a lot of people talking about UK Here We Grow, and talking about how good that community is, and talking about in particular how friendly it is. And I think that's absolutely key, and it's something I know myself, Tony, all the admins really work hard and value. And I think that's really important, don't you think, guys?
Yeah, well, I think one of the reasons we all work hard at it and value it is because of the community spirit, because there's such a nice sort of gathering of the right-minded kind of people.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the thing I like about all of the platforms is the fact that there's no age discrimination, there's no sex discrimination, no gender issues, nothing like that. And it's great. Everybody comes there. They've all got a common interest, and everybody helps each other. And you don't get that in other groups or other platforms.
No.
There always seems to be backstabbing going on, or someone always wants something for nothing, and they go out of their way to get it, no matter who they step over. And our community is nothing like that, and really.
And one of the other things I have noticed as well is, in particular, going back to something you just said, was the varying degrees of knowledge that is in the group. Yeah. So you've got a lot of people that come in, and people have to be quite brave to admit the fact that they've never done gardening before, and they say, I'm a newbie or whatever. They get a really warm welcome. And then you've got other people that have been growing for years and years, have got loads of experience, and those people are quite happy, more than happy, to help out those that are just starting out on their gardening journeys.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that is priceless. I think that I'm lost for words sometimes. It's sort of, you're left quite speechless how willing people are to help out.
Well, in my own case, I mean, I last did any gardening or allotmenteering nearly 40 years ago. So it's like starting all over again for me.
Are you enjoying it, Jim?
I'm having a thoroughly good time. And, the spirit in the group is fantastic, because I'm picking things up. I'm able to pass that on to other people. Yeah. And it's a nice feeling when you can help somebody else, when you yourself are being helped. It's great.
I think that's one thing that gets missed out of a lot of groups. We have a fantastic admin team on the Facebook groups. They work really hard to make sure it's really friendly and safe.
Day and night.
Yeah, day and night.
Yes.
And we've got admins now, globally. And I think it's brilliant in the fact that, they go out of their way, they provide their own time free of charge, to make sure that the site is safe for you guys to come on and enjoy and get the information you want, pass on their knowledge and everything else. So, while I'm here, I'd really like to thank all the admins for everything they've done for our community, because without them it wouldn't be what it is today. So they really deserve a pat on the back for that. And from myself, thanks.
And also thank the people the people that do flag up the odd issue that occasionally arises, because without your help as well, helping the admins or highlighting something, highlighting it.
We might not spot it, so it's good if people flag things up for us.
Yeah.
and that was one thing that we said in the beginning, wasn't it, Brian, when me and you came up with this whole plan of a network rather than just a YouTube channel, was the fact that we wanted to make sure we understand that we can't do everything, but there are people out there that can cover and help and got other expertise over what we have.
Yeah.
And it frees up time for Brian and myself to arrange things with companies like Oaklands and Kings and things like that. Yeah, you on Oaklands, all right.
I had a little finger in that one as well.
Yes. So loads goes on, but it does free up that time. Even editing, it takes up so many hours for all of these videos and things like that. Yeah, it does. And that's time I can't spend on the Facebook group. But we got the likes of Jim, Marina, Shannon, Ali, Anne, Dave,
who's just joined us.
Dave's just joined, so
G'day.
welcome, Dave.
Yep.
So there's loads of people here that are supporting the main roles, and that's a great thing to have, for yourselves and for us.
Absolutely. And obviously, if there's something in the group that you think that can improve it, let us know. If there's something you want us know about, or you want us to see, if we can video it for you, we'll try, won't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
This
is your network, guys,
absolutely,
not ours.
yeah.
And
So
that's the important thing.
Open ears, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. Anything you want us to do, give us a shout, and if it's feasible and we can fit it in, we'll certainly get it done for you. And we've done loads of requests for people, haven't we? There's a poultry one coming up very shortly for those of you who've been nagging me with emails and everything else, but it's all in good thing. It is coming up in the next few days, so you'll have that soon. But there's loads coming up, right?
Oh yeah. We've got loads in the pipeline, don't worry. So I think it's going to be a very exciting season. There's all sorts of weird and wonderful projects that we've got, that we're talking about all the time. Things that we want to do, things that we just want to try out. And I think that is another thing with gardening as well. There's 101 ways to do the same thing, isn't there?
Yeah, absolutely.
So never let anyone tell you that, oh, that's wrong, because the best way to find out is obviously find out yourself.
Someone will always prove you wrong. If someone tells you it's wrong, or you tell someone something is wrong, they'll always come back and prove you wrong, because there is, like Brian said, 101 ways.
Absolutely.
Something I did want to bring up in this episode today, guys, was the fact that ourselves and Oaklands are supporting the next generation of gardeners, and there's going to be a video coming up about that very shortly. And I think it's really important that we do that, because we've already seen a drop-off in the numbers of people on waiting lists for allotments and things like that over the last few months, and even more so, Hugh Fernie Whittingstall's just shut down the Landshare website because there's no call for it anymore. So without bringing on the next generation, for them to come in as gardeners, there's going to be no one to take over that running of allotments, and if that happens, then they could disappear forever. So it's really important.
It's happening now, because there's a lot of allotment sites closing down and either being reacquired for housing or other commercial uses.
Yeah.
It's vitally important.
It is really important that we hold on to this. It's something that we've had since the wars, and that your great grandfathers fought for and everything else. And
it might be worth obviously mentioning on that note as well, myself and Tony were talking earlier on today about this very thing actually, and we're hoping to dedicate a section of the website that will be like school friendly, so basically schools will be able to use that part of the website to educate kids in,
I think what we might do with that, though, is not make it available to everybody, make it so we can base it along the lines that it will just suit schools. And that way we can give the schools a password or something for it.
Absolutely. Yeah.
That way then,
access.
Because with schools you've got to phrase things differently and what have you, but with guys that are in the groups and stuff,
any advice on how that could be taken forward?
Put it in the comments below, because that would be really interesting what you think about that. But there is a video coming up based on us supporting the next generation, so keep your eyes open for that as well, guys.
Well, we have actually got some teachers in the groups, so any of those that have got an insight to what could be done there,
Yeah,
drop us a
absolutely,
line, put a-
absolutely.
put a
Like
note
I said,
down there.
we're all ears, willing to listen to any sort of suggestions that can improve any area that we're working on, really. So I think that's key. Just keep moving it forward, improving it, growing it, and just really enjoying it. I think.
Yeah, that's
enjoying
the thing.
that community
You've
thing.
got to have the fun, and without it, you won't put in the graft that's needed to make an allotment work. Anyway, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. I really hope that you'll put the comments below, like we've asked, and what have you. On the left of us here, just where Brian's supposed to be, there's a load of videos. So
I'll just duck out the way, shall I?
there's a load of videos, some of our other videos, and what have you. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button just below us, and we will see you in the next episode. Bye.
Bye.
Ta-ra, guys. Stop that one.